Hey guys, what's up? This is the other half 1993 here with YugiRant. Um, I guess it's a working title now. Whatever. Um, anyway, sorry I lost track of my thoughts for a second. Today, I'm going to be talking about the so far revealed OCG imports and TCG exclusives for Stardust Overdrive, which I found out about not even half an hour ago. I read these effects. Now, let's start with probably the two most hyped of the TCG exclusives, the two Lightsworn monsters. I don't remember their exact names. One starts with an R, the other's with an S, but you know what I'm talking about, the Lightsworn Rogue and the Lightsworn Spirit. Now, the Lightsworn Rogue is a level 2 beast with 100 attack, 100 defense, flip effect, so it's kind of like a Reiko in that sense. Anyway, I believe the effect is shuffle a Lightsworn monster from your graveyard into your deck and then draw a card. It's either that or mill a Lightsworn from your deck to your graveyard and then draw a card. I think it's actually the latter, but I'll assume that it is the latter. Actually, I'll talk about it if it's the first anyway, but whatever. Anyway, if it's the latter effect, then it's definitely not bad. It's okay. Um, you know, it I guess it's not that bad. I mean, you can mill a fourth Lightsworn, you can mill a Wolf, and there's a draw effect, which is always handy. Personally, in a Lightsworn deck, I might use one if that. It's not really, it's okay, whatever. And if it is the return one from the deck to the graveyard to the deck, then it's not that much better. It's actually not good at all. I wouldn't use it all then. But I'm pretty sure it's the mill one from the deck to the graveyard, then draw, which is a decent effect. Again, you can pick a Wolf, you can pick a fourth Lightsworn, you can pick a Sling One, a Beckoning, whatever. It's definitely not a bad effect. I might use one. I might be tempted to use one. I guess I would try it out. Now the other one, the Lightsworn Spirit. I don't think. I think it's pretty unanimous. That card was a pretty huge disappointment. It's a level 3, 400 attack, 14 defense. It gains 300 attack for every differently named Lightsworn in your graveyard, and at the end phase, it mills 2 from the top of the deck. I mean, are you kidding me? 400 attack it starts off with, and it gains 300 for every differently named Lightsworn. I'm sorry, that is god awful. On average, the average Lightsworn deck mid to late game will have what, 5 or 6, maybe 7 differently named Lightsworns. Let's be generous and say it's 7. Okay, then no. Well, yeah, if it's 7, then it's 21, and then that little Lightsworn whatever is a 25 attack. But I could summon a Celestia, destroy 2 for 200 less attack. I could mill Wolf for 400 less attack. But if you've got 5, then it's a 19 meter. It's only a 19 meter, which Wolf can outclass. So you have to have 6 or more. Basically, to make it more useful than Wolf, which is already Lightsworn's primary beat stick, you have to have 6 differently named Lightsworn. And even then, that only boosts up to 22, 100 more attack than Wolf. Big deal. It's just not that good of a card. If it had been if it had 1500 attack and gained 200 per differently named Lightsworn, that'd be way more balanced, and then it might actually be worth using a copy or two. But no, I'm sorry, Konami, you did not. This card was just not very well designed. Moreover, for the low initial attack than the actual effect. The actual effect is a good idea in theory, but you gotta slap on more than 400 attack to make that worth using to start off with. So those are the two Lightsworn cards that everyone is looking forward to, and for the most part, people are disappointed. I actually like the flip effect monster somewhat, but whatever. Anyway, then there's the other really hyped card, which is Gate Guard, or the Six Samurai card, Gate of the Six Samurai. For those of you wondering who that is, it is a continuous spell that each time a Six Samurai monster is successfully summoned, normal or special, 2 Bushido counters are placed on Gate. And Gate has 3 different effects as far as removing Bushido counters. You can remove 2 to give a 6 Samurai 500 attack until the end of the turn. A 6 Samurai or a Shein monster 500 attack until the end of the turn. You can remove 4 to add a Lightsworn from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Or you can move 6 to special summon a Shein monster from your deck, ignoring summoning conditions. I believe you ignore summoning conditions. Now, this is a really interesting card. Considering how easily, you can get multiple samurais on the field in one turn with the deck, you could drop your normal samurai, then Grandmaster to get 2 or 4 Bushido counters right there for this continuous spell. So as far as each individual effects goes, the first effect, I really don't foresee myself using it often if all. Maybe if I need to just get over a monster really quick. But if, I don't know, the only monsters worth getting, think about the meta right now, Lightsworn, Blackwing, Tunic, Sing, Gladiator, Beast. That 500 attack isn't going to help you because Lightsworn will Honest or Necro. Blackwing will Kalute. Gladiators will Wabaku. That 500 attack boost is not helpful at all, to be honest. The second effect, the essentially Eroda for Samurais for moving 4. That's definitely not bad. I mean, Samurais needed Eroda. I don't know that this is the best form they could have got it in. The Eroda effect is okay. If the Eroda effect was for removing 2 Bushido counters, that would have been phenomenal. Because then it would have been Black Whirlwind for 6 Samurai, which is not a bad idea. But the fact that it needs 4 Bushido counters to get that Black Whirlwind effect, whatever. That's okay, I guess, decent. But like I said, I think it should have been 2, and then basically it would have been a Black Whirlwind for 6 Samurai, which, again, not a bad idea by any means. And then the third and final effect, which is summon a Shein monster from your deck by removing 6. That's really interesting. I would have expected it to be a 6 Samurai, but no, it's only a Shein. There are only 2 monsters in the game with Shein in their name, obviously. Great Shogun Shein and Inishi Shein's Counselor. And I just remembered, there's that little monkey, Shein's Foot Soldier. Yeah, you could summon that. You could summon Shein's Foot Soldier with this effect. I don't know why you would. Just throwing that out there. But obviously this effect would be most often used for summoning Great Shogun from the deck, which is actually pretty nifty. Maybe Inishi's. As far as that effect goes, I was kind of disappointed in that too. It should have been 6 Samurai or Shein card. I don't get why it was exclusive to Shein. So as far as the 6 Samurai card goes, I don't think it's broken by any means. It's definitely not going to push Samurais to tier 1. Overall, it's not bad, but not good at the same time. Like it's kind of like the Lightsworn Spirit, where the idea for a good card, the design is there, it just wasn't executed exactly right. Lightsworn Spirit had the flaw of having such low initial attack. Well, this thing has the flaw of what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. I've already talked about it. The searching effect should have been 2 Bushido counters, and the special summon effect should have been for 6 Samurais or Shein monster. As far as noteworthy competitive OCG imports go, there's not really much of them. Guardian Iatos actually has been seeing some play in Japan. And I actually wanted to try this deck out for myself. It's Iatos removal, because you can special summon Guardian Iatos when you have no monsters in your graveyard from your hand. And it's 2,500 attack, so a free 2,500 beat stick is good by any means. Iatos is the added bonus of gaining attack by removing monsters in your opponent's graveyard if they still got any. So that's also really cool. So, removal decks or decks that don't use a lot of monsters, you got Guardian Iatos. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna try to pick up some of those. Before I forget, Gemini, what's it called? Gemini, no, it's not Gemini Summoner, because that was from Tactical Evolution, but there's a Gemini support exclusive. It's level 4, 16 attack, and once per turn, when it's normal summoned or special summoned, you special summon a Gemini from your level 4 lower Gemini from your hand. Decent effect, not great, not bad. I may or may not use 1 or 2 in my Gemini deck, which, spoiler alert, I'm going to be featured as my deck profile for this week, which I'll get up probably by tomorrow. So yeah, it's definitely not bad, but it's not great. And I'm almost out of time, and I have one more exclusive I want to talk about, which I just remembered, is Kokimiro Maximus, which a lot of people were speculating about. For those of you wondering what it is a level 8, I believe, 3000 attack dragon. Cannot be special summoned except by removing an iron core from your hand, which is interesting. So it's kind of a hefty cost for Kokimiro decks, but I feel it's a balanced effect. It's, again, 3000 attack. That's the only way you can summon it is special summon through removing an iron core from your hand. Not bad. Instead of revealing a dragon or discarding an iron core, you can discard an iron core or any Kwaki monster. Insanely helpful. And then once per turn, you can destroy a card in the field. Simple as that. Which, again, that's a pretty good effect. I think it's worth removing the iron core. And if I was going to use it in a Kokimiro deck, I may or may not use it over Reclord. Maybe one of each. I don't know. But I'm out of time right now. So, this has been YugiRant. So, again, comment below, subscribe on that way. Rate 5 stars. This is the other 1993. Peace out.